Jacob Beltoff.
I'm Nick Kanaki.
And I'm Chase Martin.
The great debate is whether medical marijuana should be legal or not.
There are currently 29 states that have legalized medical marijuana. 8 of those are for recreational use.
So do you think it should be legalized in every state or should not be legalized throughout the whole country?
Medical marijuana remains illegal in the federal level of government, however.
Medical marijuana began to attract interest as medicine in the 70s and 80s due to its use by cancer and AIDS patients who reported relief from the effects of chemotherapy. Medical marijuana can also help people with epileptic seizures, dementia, diabetes, and neurological problems.
Medical marijuana is not straight marijuana. It is the chemicals within the plant to relieve the symptoms of certain conditions or diseases. Medical marijuana is medically justified by doctors and the FDA. Recreational marijuana is pot that is used without medical justification, so you have a much better chance of getting high off of recreational marijuana other than medical marijuana.
The only bad thing about recreational marijuana is that it has a higher chance of being lethal, or in other words, dirty dope. Any type of marijuana is a mind-altering substance which can hurt your brain, and for anyone that uses it under 25 years of age is altering the growing process of the brain. Anytime you smoke any marijuana, it can seriously affect your short-term memory. It can also lead to long-lasting depressions or anxiety. No matter what you smoke, though, it will damage your lung tissue.
Associated with the production, distribution, and possession of these drugs. The standing VA policy does not deny veterans who participate in state marijuana programs from also participating in VA substance abuse or clinical programs. It simply prohibits VA clinicians from completing forms for their participation in such state programs or for providing or paying for marijuana authorized by a state program. At least listening to the arguments for medicinal marijuana, but this discussion must be driven by the science. I would love to hear from the National Institutes of Health, Food and Drug Administration, and the medical community formally about their views on this issue.
Medical marijuana is something that can help so many people in great ways. So why not let those people use it legally? Does medical marijuana help with pain, but it can also help nausea and vomiting. For those who do use medical marijuana, they have been very happy on the way it has helped them. Medical marijuana is less toxic than many of the drugs that physicians prescribe every day.
And over 1 million patients now use medical marijuana to treat conditions ranging from seizures, anxiety, chronic pain, nausea associated with chemotherapy, post-traumatic stress, at the recommendation of their physician. Over 213 million people reside in those jurisdictions.
Medical marijuana, I am all for medical marijuana and have been for decades. I think the more we legalize it, the more we will put money into studying it, and the more we study it, the more medicinal value we'll find. I'm also for recreational marijuana because I think we should do exactly what we did with alcohol, which is tax it, regulate it, and just like we did with all medicinal drugs, like painkillers and things that you get from Walgreens, we know exactly what's in that drug. It's 100% pure this.
We believe that this topic is important because although there are many risks to using medical marijuana, it can also help so many people.
Pro-marijuana and no marijuana both have their good and bad points.
We have come to the conclusion that it would be best if medical marijuana would be legal in all of the United States.